Good evening, I'm Praram Vadahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Prime Minister Oli expresses commitment of arresting those involved in fraud of cooperatives but at large with the support of Interpol. Says people with wrong intention caused irregularities in cooperative sector. Nepali Congress and CPNUML remain firm in their stance of resignation of Deputy Speaker. Prime Minister's assurance for Deputy Speaker just a respect to the designation. Children denied basic rights in Nepal. 5.5% children without access to schools. Those without parents found unsafe at protection centers. And marquee players of Nepal Premier League announced Karan Kesi to play for Team Kathmandu. All marquee players to receive 2 million rupees. At the discussion with the Special Parliamentary Probe Committee related to cooperatives held in Singadarwar this evening, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli said that support of the Interpol could be sought after the investigation concludes. Now, despite efforts to arrest those at large, success remains to be achieved. In spite of the issue of a red notice by the Interpol against GB Rai, who is alleged of abuse of funds of several cooperatives by injecting them into Gorkha media, he is yet to be arrested. Saying irregularities had increased in the cooperative sector because of the involvement of people seeking wrong benefits, Prime Minister Oli identified the lack of monitoring in the sector. He said that the cooperatives operated in a professional manner were risk-free. Prime Minister Oli also shared the commitment of implementing the recommendations of the committee. He also suggested the committee to work with the objective of ensuring that actions are not taken against innocent individuals, while those guilty were not allowed to walk free. Oli said that the government would formulate laws and ensure monitoring as well. The committee has already held discussions and consultations with individuals related to several organizations and cooperatives. The committee, formed under the leadership of CPNUML parliamentarian Surya Bahadur Thapa on 28th of May, began its works on 5th of June. The 3-month term of the committee ended on 7th of September before extension of 15 days by the Parliament. Now, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has said that those absconding in the case related to fraud of cooperatives would be arrested even by the help of Interpol. Now, the Nepali Congress and CPNUML leaders have deemed Deputy Speaker Indira Rana unfit for the office due to alleged abuse of authority, therefore applying pressure on her to resign. They warned that if she delays, they would initiate a parliamentary process. However, CPNUML Chair and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has termed the discussion surrounding Deputy Speaker Rana Magar a market rumor. Questions have surfaced regarding the reason for Prime Minister Oli to make a decision from his party and then suggesting the Deputy Speaker not to run after the decision, which he termed rumor. Questions have surfaced regarding if the pressure applied by Nepali Congress and CPNUML to remove Indira Rana Magar from the post of Deputy Speaker for not violating professional conduct is real. The Secretariat meeting of CPNUML held on Friday concluded that Deputy Speaker Indira Rana Magar has abused her authority. She raised the topic of discussion about her with the Prime Minister, who participated in the meeting of the Constitutional Council after the decision of the UML Secretariat meeting held under his leadership was announced. Rana Magar has claimed that Prime Minister Oli suggested not to follow the rumors. Question has surfaced about if Nepali Congress and UML have backtracked on their stance because of Prime Minister Oli dismissing the matter as a rumor. Despite the CPNUML calling for action through both the party meetings and the parliament, it remains unclear why Oli has not advised the Deputy Speaker to resign. In addition to UML, Nepali Congress has also concluded that Deputy Speaker Rana had hurt the parliament and the country and therefore should furnish a resignation. Nepali Congress has claimed that the Prime Minister making a statement at the Constitutional Council contrasting to that of the organizational decisions of the two parties was respecting the designation of the Deputy Speaker. Meanwhile, CPN Maha Center Chair Pushpakamal Dahal has said that both Nepali Congress and CPNUML would step back on removal of the Deputy Speaker. If we are to consider the assurance issued by the Prime Minister at the Constitutional Council and the claims of the Chair of the Maha Center Dahal, analysis are being made on if the ruling parties are backing down on removal of the Deputy Speaker. Nepali Congress and CPNUML had alleged Deputy Speaker Rana Magar of abusing her authority after it was made public that she had corresponded with the US Embassy for participation of a few individuals at a program in the United States of America. While this issue deserves legal investigation, the political parties raising the matter for political interests has cemented the lack of public trust on them. Now, domestic employment has shrunk because of the reduced economic growth in recent years. According to the government, unemployment rate stands at 11% at the moment, which is lesser than the claim of the private sector. The government, which has not been able to create employment opportunities at home, has also failed to ensure the management of foreign employment. Despite the youth being deceived at every step, the Ministry of Labour has remained a mass spectator. Gajendra Bahadur Tamang charged 300,000 rupees to 1.5 million from more than 200 individuals through the company named Human Bright Future in Kathmandu. Tamang is at large after charging such amount from the youth with the assurance of sending them abroad. The victims have been reaching the Department of Foreign Employment seeking justice. Despite the victims catching Tamang's spouse and furnishing them to the government department, actions are yet to be taken. In addition to deceiving the foreign employment aspirants, companies have also been sending the workers for one job, but in reality, they are assigned work of different nature. More than 9,000 complaints have been filed at the Department of Foreign Employment. More than 4,000 complaints were filed in the Nepali months of Asar and Shravan. The department is struggling to curb the cases of fraud. Workers who reach abroad have also been facing problems. Of those reaching abroad for employment, more than 1,000 die. Cases of injuries are similar in number. Labour experts have suggested for identification of immediate, mid-term and long-term problems and finding their solutions. The Ministry of Labour is aware about the workers being deceived at each step. However, it has yet to formulate required strategies. Situation is such that the Nepali embassy based in the United Arab Emirates is uncertain about creating ease for the workers to benefit from the amnesty facility of the UAE. Minister for Labour, Employment and Social Security, Sarath Singh Vandari, says the solutions are to be sought from the suggestions furnished by the group of experts related to immigration. The immigration sector has been contributing more than 1.2 trillion rupees in the national economy each year. The sector is the source of making ends meet for more than 60% of Nepali nationals. However, the government has failed to introduce programs to protect the workers from the problems starting in the recruitment phase to the resettlement of those returning after having worked abroad. Now, it was the 60th Children's Day today. The day was celebrated and marked with the slogan "Investment in Children for a Secure Future," while thousands of children in the country are still deprived of basic services like education, health and proper nutrition. The National Child Rights Council has considered anyone below the age of 17 as a child. Based on the national census, there are over 9.8 million children in Nepal, 51.8% of whom are boys and 48.2% girls. 29% are children between the age of 10 to 14. Although Children's Day is celebrated every year and advocacy is done for child's rights, thousands are still compelled to live deprived of basic services.
विदेशबाट चाहिँ विदेश जानुभयो उहाँहरू त्यही चाहिँ महिलाहरू चाहिँ एकदमै अब शोषित बन्नु भएको छ घरेलु हिंसामा पर्नु भएको छ खानाकै हातमुख जोड्नकै लागि पनि बाबा आमा चाहिँ मजदुरी गर्ने ती बालबालिकाको लालन पालन नभएको अवस्था अब कसरी चाहिँ त्यो विद्यालय जाने उहाँहरूको सर्वोत्तम हित
Provo Century
भविष्य नै देशको भविष्य हो त्यसैले बालबालिकालाई शिक्षा दिनु जरुरी छ उनीहरुलाई आवश्यक पर्ने सम्पूर्ण वस्तु सम्पूर्ण चीज शिक्षा लगायत अन्य पालन पोषणका लगायतका अन्य कुराहरु पनि दिनु आवश्यक छ बाँच्न पाउने अधिकार संरक्षणको अधिकार विकासको अधिकार र अर्थपूर्ण सहभागिताको अधिकार हुन्छ हो यी खालको चारवटा आधारभूत अधिकारहरुलाई पाउनु नै बालबालिकाको अधिकार हो कुनै पठपछि पढाब नै सकै छी हमरासँग पैसा नै हा
The implementation of child rights has remained feeble. There is a lack of child welfare officer in 353 out of the 753 local levels. Child right activists opine the government needs to activate the concerned state mechanism.
बालबालिकाको निम्ति राज्यले कति लगानी गरेको छ भनेर हेर्नको निम्ति बालबालिकाको निम्ति बजेट कोड बनाउनु पर्छ र बालबालिकाको निम्ति जुन पोषण भत्ता भनेर राज्यले पुर्याउँदै आएको छ त्यो 532 रुपैयाँ छ त्यसलाई 25 जिल्लामा छ त्यसलाई 77 जिल्लामा पुर्याउनु र त्यो राशि बढाउनु पर्छ
Based on the Ministry of Women and Children, 14% of adolescent girls between 15 to 19 have given birth and the rate of child marriage is 1.6%. 5.4% children are still deprived of education. Nepal has been celebrating Children's Day on 29th of the Nepali month of Vadra each year. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked about their awareness of the rights of the children. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
भविष्य बनाउनु पर्छ भन्नेतर्फ म सचेत छु।
उनीहरुलाई कामहरुमा लगाउनु भएन। 18 वर्षभन्दा मुनिका बालबालिकाहरूलाई काममा लगाउनु, घरेलु हिंसा गर्नु जस्ता क्रियाकलापमा लाग्ने व्यक्तिहरूलाई सरकारले धेरै भन्दा धेरै कारबाही गर्न आवश्यक छ।
स्वतन्त्र रूपमा विभिन्न कार्यक्रमहरुमा लाग्नको लागि, उनीहरु बाँच्ने पाउने अधिकारको लागि, उनीहरु रमाउन पाउने अधिकारको लागि म एकदमै सचेत रहेको छु।
मेरो बच्चा जति घरभित्र सुरक्षित छ अनि सचेत छु, त्यति बाहिर गएपछि सुरक्षित छ अनि सोचिरहेको छैन।
घरमा मात्रै सीमित राखेर भएन, बाहिरको कल्चर, बाहिरको सोसाइटी हाम्रो बालबालिकासँग मिलेको छैन।
उनीहरुलाई दिनुपर्ने सचेतना बच्चाबच्चीदेखि बाबुआमासम्म र उलाई सबैले त्यो विषयमा जानकार गराएको छु।
हरेक केटाकेटीहरूको भविष्य महिलाहरूसँग जोडिएको हुन्छ। उनीहरू आमा पनि हुन्, त्यसैले आफू महिलाहरू सचेत रहनुपर्छ।
बालबालिकाहरूले बाँच्न पाउने, बालबालिकाहरूले समान सहभागिता जनाउन पाउनुपर्ने र सम्मानपूर्वक जीवनयापन गर्न पाउनुपर्ने अधिकारप्रति हरेक नागरिक सचेत हुनुपर्छ।
बालमैत्री शासनका निम्ति तिनै तहको सरकारले पनि लगानी गर्नुपर्छ। यस कुरामा म चाहिँ सचेत छु।
शिक्षा दीक्षाको चासो दिन पर्यो र हामीले पनि आफ्नो परिवारले पनि यसमा ख्याल गर्न पर्यो।
घरमा साथै समाजमा एउटा बालमैत्री किसिमको वातावरण सिर्जना गरेर उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ स्वतस्फूर्त रूपमा चाहिँ एउटा पढ्ने, उनीहरूको विकास हुने एउटा वातावरण सिर्जना गर्न जरुरी छ।
Within a few weeks of the opening of the American chain hotel Hilton in Kathmandu, another 5-star hotel, Lemon Tree Premier, was inaugurated. With this, the number of 5-star hotels in the country has reached 25. Although investment in the tourism sector is increasing, the government has not paid attention to adequate and sustainable infrastructures. Yet another 5-star hotel, Lemon Tree Premier, has come into operation under the management of Buddha Heritage. With this, the number of 5-star hotels has reached 25 in Nepal. Of them, 2 are in the phase of reconstruction, while 3 have yet to renew themselves. 4 more 4-star hotels have filed application at the Department of Tourism to upgrade to 5 stars by increasing investments. In addition to that, Solti Hotel is making preparations for a 5-star deluxe, while Hotel Mechi of Jhapa has added 100 rooms by increasing investment. Despite increase in investment from the private sector, infrastructures related to inviting tourists are in poor condition. However, the government says that it would pay attention to infrastructures. Around 2 trillion rupees has been invested in the tourism sector across the country. However, tourism businesses have shared their grievances regarding the risks related to return on investment because of the failure in inviting adequate tourists caused by issues including the infrastructures. Therefore, the Tourism Board has claimed that it has plans for construction of infrastructures and aggressive marketing at the international level. With 25 5-star hotels, there are a total of 199 star rated hotels across the country at the moment. More than a dozen international chains have already entered Nepal. Hotel Lemon Tree, constructed at an investment of 2.7 billion rupees, has expressed the confidence of drawing more tourists. With 190 bed capacity, 102 rooms, Lemon Tree Premium is an Indian hotel chain with its facilities at more than 180 places. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we were asked, what do you think is the reason for ministry's failure to produce desired results? 20% were for A, unstable government, 65% were for B, lack of minister's ability, and 15% were for C, lack of responsibility among officials. And here is our today's question. Why has the government ignored expansion of tourism infrastructures despite increasing private investment in the hotel industry? Options are A, not in the priority, B, inadequate budget, and C, lack of pressure. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. More news coming up. Time for a short break.
Sports news.
8 franchise teams to compete at the Nepal Premier League have received their marquee players. Karan KC is the marquee player for Team Kathmandu. The franchise team selected their marquee players through a draw. The Cricket Association of Nepal, CAN, had provided 8 national team players as marquee players. Kathmandu were the first team for the draw and picked Karan KC. Pokhara's marquee player is Kushal Vurtel, while Kushal Malla is for Chitwan. Sandeep Lamichhane was drawn the marquee player for Biratnagar, Asif Sheikh for Janakpur, Rohit Paudel for Lumbini, Sompal Khami for Karnali and Dipendra Singh Airi for Sudar Paschim. Each marquee player will receive 2 million rupees for a season. According to CAN, the draw was held with the objective of ensuring that all marquee players receive the same prize. The marquee players will remain with their teams for at least 3 years. However, there is a provision which allows the franchise teams to retain or release the players. The CAN has said that the auction of players would be held before the Dasai festival. The first edition of the Nepal Premier League, being organized by the CAN, will be held from 30th November to 21st of December.